Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Let's start a new run. We could do a red-green run because we have no Covenant wins, but we just did a Hellhorn run, so I'm just gonna do random. Sorry, Covenant rank 22. Green Umbra. Buff debuff Seraph again. Ugh. Buff debuff Seraph is like one of the hardest ones for green because you want to stack up the regen. Okay. Gorge is good because Seraph cannot remove plus attack and plus health. Seraph can remove plus lifesteal and plus damage shield though. We do have a damage shield card. We have Glimmer, we have Focused Growth. All very good cards. Incentivizes that one tank Awoken unit that is get +1/+1 every time you're healed, because that +1/+1 every time you're healed cannot be removed by Seraph. So that's probably what we would like. What we do not want is the champion that has Thorns, because Thorns will be removed by buff debuff, so it's eventually just going to be useless. Explosive or the tank plus draw champion would be good. The plus draw tank champion is nice because we can feed it morsels and it will get powerful. Manipulate your third card, draw 2. With morsels, we're going to get a lot of value out of this. We do not need to take a draw card. And we do not want spikes. You know, the problem with spikes, again, it's going to be removed by Seraph. It's good early. And if we can get that +1/+1 Awoken tank, then we can use that instead of the Bristling Sentient here. But I think you just want Explosive. I think Spikes is better, but I think in this situation, we'd rather have Explosive. Every heal card is now 15 damage. Could be better, could be worse. I don't mind Spikes. The only thing we have to worry about on Spikes is plus attack morsels. It is Umbra, right? Yeah. Low capacity here. So, I mean, we have really nothing else to do on this turn, so I think we're just going to put you down, restore. We get some cards back. Believe it or not, I think you do play Shade Splitter. Why? Because if you get an attack morsel, you can actually put it at the very top and it will kill the Loot Goblin if they spawn. Yep, I freaking knew it. And then we can just put a Train Steward here to stack up the floor. Well, I love Glimmer, I love Restore, end turn. No point in keeping the draw cards. And I think this will just kill the boss. 65, 85. Can we make our champion attack? +1 health and damage shield might get us there. 90. I guess it only improves our damage by 1, huh? Because of the Train Steward. That's still a pretty good turn, though. Not quite enough to get the kill, but, I mean, a whole bunch of damage shield might do it. I think we just put we have no Train Stewards. We're not going to draw a Train Steward. Well, do some damage. I have to find a way of doing 13 to you. It's not gonna happen. Well, you're gonna hit our pyre once. Yeah. That's not bad. You know, our champion has 0 attacks, so even if they survive forever, unless you're stacking up a lot of regen, you're not really doing that much. I do like Razor Sharp Edge, because we need something that our champion can do. This gives our champion something to do every turn. Sharpen also gives our champion something to do, but it's less of an attack bonus, and the spikes will get removed by Seraph. But I tell you what, Sharpen is a good way, at least early, of dealing with enemy units that have 1 health, that are support units, that attack for like 1 damage. We can take this, put it on our champion, and be like, hey, if anyone hits us, you're taking damage. I think you also take Space Prism here. More capacity for a single floor. You can make a unit large and then, you know, keep them upgrading. Cannibalize for the morsels is nice, but let's build up bigger floors. You cannot you can almost never go wrong, I had to correct myself, by just getting bigger and better minions. Now, I will admit, plus 10 on glimmers would be amazing. A cheaper focused growth. We don't need a double stack restores. A cheaper sharpen is great, but I really think you just want to get some units upgraded. It's not the unit that we would like, but honestly, I know I take it like almost every single time, but Crucible Collector is absolutely amazing and one of the best cards in the game. So I think you just take it. And if you make him big, he's your boss killer, essentially. Alloyed Construct, also nice. Does more damage. Damage is going to be a problem with Explosive. So I am tempted to take him. He can't go on the floor with the champion, though, because the champion needs to get hit, but he needs to eat to live. So I think you put him on floor 2. Feed him the morsels. You can kill anything that moves up. Such a tempting decision here. I don't know. Alloyed Construct can be pretty good. Here's the thing. Sometimes when I take Crucible Collector, I think to myself, I need bigger, heavier, damage-dealing units. Crucible Collector is great against bosses, but a little weaker against the flood of enemies that get through. Because the flood of enemies, I can only kill one per turn with Crucible Collector. But Alloyed Construct can kill multiple enemies in a turn, but he can't attack when he gets played. Because he's inert when he gets played, he has to first gorge. So I think I'm gonna go Crucible Collector because if we don't gorge, he can at least do damage. By the way, never give Crucible Collector multi-strike. It makes your lifesteal last half as long. Unfortunately, I think you reroll. Unless you want to multi-strike a Train Steward. Yeah. Pretty bad draw there. Now, Large Stone is exactly what you want, though. And in fact, we can buff your attack a little bit more. That's perfectly fine. But you never want to give... You can give the damage shield one multi-strike, but you don't want to give multi-strike to the Crucible Collector, because you don't want him to run out of multi-strike twice as fast. Haste, by the way. You want that lifesteal to last as long as possible. So this is basically what I wanted Sharpen for. However, if we play Crucible Collector and a Shade Splitter, he can heal next turn. But the good thing about the Crucible Collector is that he can live at the top floor right now. And in fact, you want to know what I like about this? If I Crucible Collector Sharpen, nothing is making it to the pyre, ever. So weirdly enough, I think you're... like, what if you play the Sentient at the top? No, you need the health unit to be at the top. We'll play you down here. We'll sharpen you, and now literally nothing is making it to the pyre. Because every one of these units are dying to the spike. Now, we're definitely going to Glimmer. You have 1 health. Now you're living! You're taking 21 damage, which sucks, but I'd much rather get the gold. We'll heal you. We do want to play a morsel for him, but we can wait a couple of turns. See, brief respite, told you. You're gonna be the tank floor. And restore, might as well put a Train Steward down for some damage. You're gonna make it up to the top. You're not making it past the Crucible Collector, though. You're all dying to spikes up there anyways. We'll give you more lifesteal. We'll explode you. Now you're taking 30. We'll glimmer you. Still taking 30. That's still pretty good. Our champion didn't do a lot. And then we just feast him. I mean, this is his job, essentially. He's doing his job, believe it or not. we're healing by 36. I mean, that's essentially exactly what I wanted anyways, so there you go. And you know what? If we can put him at the top and give him that spike, that's a good, you know, last ditch way of killing support units. Although we prefer to have that on the bottom to kill them faster. Enhance a unit with +3/+3. I really like that card. We don't need another Glimmer. Hold over +3/+3 if we can get like a sweep. I'll take the consume to add morsels because I want to feed him. Feed him! We don't need to upgrade him though. We can go right and get an artifact. Plus an awoken unit, we want a tank or sweep. And we'll take sweep. Not a lot of health, but that's fine. Units cost 2 less. Yeah. Damage shield is good, but cheap units means that that we can also play all of our spells every turn. Damage shield to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. That's also real good. Because you can put down a morsel and act as a damage shield. You know what? I changed my mind. Damage shield. 150 coins, 25 coins. Give me the money. I think we have a pretty good build. As long as we live through this next fight, we can heal our pyre after the dayless fight. We can, you know, go to the option that's like, hey, plus 20 health on your pyre and be fine. Also, hello Bullet Beatdown. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I saw your joke. Don't worry, I saw it. This floor sucks. However, 2 damage shield means you're still taking 20, 30 damage. It's not good enough. However, a restore will cut that down to 25. We need another restore to keep you safe, or to put a morsel in front, which we can't do because of low capacity. So I think we're gonna build on the second floor because that lower floor kind of sucks. Big time. So what we'll do instead is create some morsels. Create some more morsels, and I mean, honestly, I kind of like the idea of giving my champion some sort of an attack. And we'll put a couple of morsels up here. We're gonna be putting the Crucible Collector up there, so I don't want to stack it too much. And then I don't want you to be in my deck, so I am just gonna dump you. Cool. That worked out beautifully. Play those, Space Prism. I will put that 2 morsels here, 2 morsels here. We have no other units that need to be played. You're getting buff already. I'll put you here so we can put more units in the middle floor. And I think I am gonna take capacity so we can play more things. I suppose we don't need to though. Glimmer or Steel Enhancer? Steel Enhancer on the sweep is pretty efficient, but the extra health on the champion is also good. We don't have a lot of restore, so it's not like we can restore the champion forever and ever and ever. Honestly, please kill my train stewards. I do not want them. You know what though? Lifesteal counts as healing, so if we do make our champion lifesteal, they will do more damage. That's an interesting idea. I want these stewards out of my deck, so I don't care about playing it. We do get sharpened, so everything up here is going to die. Perfect. I think I'm just going to keep steel enhancing my my champion. Steel Enhancer being cheaper would be better. I think we need to do spell upgrades pretty soon. You're both dying, we're taking no damage, it doesn't matter what's going on up there. Lifesteal. I do like the explosive lifesteal combination, but I'm just gonna put you up here so that we know that our Crucible Collector is just gonna ball out of control. And let's stack up another regen. These damage shield cards, they don't really do that much for me because I much prefer stacking up the regen. They're taking 48. They're taking 72. You're taking 125. Can our collector survive enough? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's make him even stronger though. Now you're taking 18 damage. Now you're taking 9 damage. This should mean you take 0. You heal for 3. There's that lifesteal stack working out for us. We still need more units, of course, but we'll get 1 here. Quick. Yeah, quick on the sweep. Woken's Rail Spike is real good, but I want quick on the sweep unit. We already have one. Don't really need 2. And the one we have is actually pretty good because its Slay gets stronger. Whenever you summon a morsel, summon a copy, automatically summon morsels. Morsel Maker on the floor with the collector is real good. It's real good. And I think if we go capacity, we guaranteed have the ability to play the Crucible Collector after Morsel Maker, which is good, so I am gonna go capacity just for that. If the top floor gets negative capacity, we can always put him on the middle, but now we have a base of 6, which is Morsel Maker, 2 morsels, and the Crucible Collector because we made him big. I think we are going to go spell upgrade path. We need better spells, desperately. We don't have to take this unit. Shadow Eater is pretty good, but we kind of already have a tank. We can still take him and then put him down to eat and do AoE damage, but we kind of have AoE in a sense with spikes. Shadow Eater does not kill units before they attack. The damage dealing from Gorge happens at the end of the turn, so spikes is kind of equally effective, should we say. So I think we're gonna skip this. Remove Consume, cost 1 more. We don't need multiple quick units. I'd rather make that quick book free. Plus 20 and Consume. -1. I think we want -1 on Sharpen, make it Holdover. I don't like these upgrades though, I'm gonna re-roll them. Permafrost, I wanted this on the book, we're gonna put this on the book. Which is there. Plus 10 magic power. You put that on your Glimmer, make a spell cheaper. You might as well put that on Focused Growth. Or Steel Enhancer. I haven't been playing Focused Growth, but I think Steel Enhancer is just better to be free. And then we have a ton of gold. Let's remove the Train Stewards. I thought I almost clicked on the book there. I was gonna be real pissed if I discarded my my good book. My good book. Revenge, draw 1, rejuvenate, deal 30 damage. Here's the thing, we're not stacking up regen. We're kind of stacking up a single big floor with our Crucible Collector. The draw is nice to get to better cards faster. What's explosive 3? 60 damage? That's real good damage. It's real good damage. Hey Fee-Hi, or Fi-Hi, how's it going? Welcome. Getting dookied on this run. No, I think we're doing just fine. Pyre is actually okay. We took a lot of damage on the Pyre just because we wanted the gold. The explosive is good. It just gives you a good target for restores to do damage. And once we play the quick sweep unit, I suppose we don't really need Spell Shield. That's actually fine with our quick sweep unit. Once we play the quick sweep unit, we don't really need the too much healing, I don't think. So we did not get Sweeper. I don't think we can do damage with Restore. It does work. Okay, so it doesn't count as a spell because it's an ability triggered from a unit, so it will go through Spell Shield, which is really good because it means we're killing a unit, actually. So let's put Crucible Collector up here because we know that's what we want. Now we're actually killing an additional unit, and now we're killing everything. For being such bad turn one, that actually ended up being very good. So the sweep has to go down. You're getting kills already. Morsel Maker goes down. It's gonna take 2 turns to create the morsels. As such, maybe we should have started on the middle floor, but we did kill the Loot Goblin immediately, which I enjoy. Also, now you're quick. Well, hold up. Yeah, actually, now you're quick. We're taking less damage. You're making it up with 59 health. I don't think I can kill you unless I glimmer you, but you have Spell Shield. I forgot about the Spell Shield. No way I can kill him. Hey, Verdacula, thank you very much for the resub for 10 months. Wish we had 3 spell upgrades and we can make this 0 and hold over. I don't need to put the morsel up here. You're gonna make it to the pyre, because we only do 45 damage. I didn't summon a unit this turn. I could put you at the front. Yeah. You're gonna make it up. You're not. But you are. Anyway, Space Prism. No regen on this turn, which kind of sucks. There we go. There's 1. You're also making it up to the pyre, unfortunately. It's Clipped Guardian. So we have a sweep, but we still don't have like a big heavy hitter. The Crucible Collector is your anti-boss unit, but we still need something that can do a whole bunch of damage to single enemies. Like we need something that can do 50 damage or 100 damage. Like a 50 times 2 would be great. So we still need to work on that. I think you do that. I think you might as well play some more skulls. Hey, brother. If you're making it up, we can make your life as difficult as possible. Attacking morsel. Attacking morsel. Another defensive morsel. I don't know. I still have a Train Steward I could put out there. Maybe I don't. I hate that you're making it. 84. We're gonna do 51 damage. You're gonna hit the pyre twice at this rate? No, because you're taking 5 damage from this floor. So we actually did save our pyre 1 hit by doing this. Unless we can kill the champion. By champion, I mean boss. If we can kill the boss, all the better. All the better to eat you with. +3/+3. That's not gonna matter. Might as well put you there. Might as well, you there, you there, and you there. There you go. So can we kill the boss? Taking 174. You're not dead. Taking 54. You're not dead. Sharpen will help. Sharpen help here. +8 damage means you're gonna take 62. Glimmer doesn't get through your spell shield. Focus growth doesn't actually do anything. We will draw cards if we play Shade Splitter and then play the Shade. You do not sweep. So we can do 1, 2. Then I think you play this here. 3. Now you're taking 210. Now you're taking 240. Now you're taking 304. So our pyre is gonna take 6. Still need some way of dealing with these units. You're actually gonna take 22 from this floor, which is kind of crazy. Actually, now you're gonna take 20. How did we make? Oh, because now You're dying faster and the morsels aren't doing as much damage. I can't believe I made it so that you are better off now. That's crazy. That's why you don't just blindly play units. Anyways, you're dead. So our pirate took how much? 12 damage. That's not too bad. But that's 2 units making it through. We can't have multiple units making it through every turn like that. Healing spells cost less. Glimmer, Focused Growth, Restore. Playing them for free are really nice because then we can actually get more stacks of everything. Is this buff, debuff, Seraph? Yeah, the regen is going to be reduced significantly. I actually think you maybe take Edge Prior. I actually think you take Excavation Eruption too. Dun, 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 dun. We don't need damage shield. We need damage. Excavation Eruption doesn't always give you a refund, but it's a good spell. We can upgrade it with -1 cost once, and then all of a sudden, we're able to play it. And I don't think we need to upgrade units. Our units are fine. Our champion is the tank. Shattered Shell is able to get kills already. And it's sweep. So I think we go spell upgrades again. Remove Consume. Don't need it. +20 magic power and Consume. Don't need it. I think we need -1 on Excavation Eruption. Making it cost 2 is good. Upgrade a spell with +20 and Consume. Remove Consume to make it cost more. We could make a Glimmer cost 2 and be 22. We could also make Excavation Eruption do 40 damage 4 times, so that's a 160 damage spell. And the fact that it consumes doesn't really matter too much. Problem is, how are we killing units? We need more units. We need to upgrade our units. We need better spells. I don't think I can make that. Permafrost. I mean, we can freeze one of these. Freeze a Focused Growth. +10 magic power on the other. Glimmer is great. -1. Let's put this on the Excavation Eruption. And then let's remove another card. Let's remove some of these Shade Splitters because we actually don't really care about them. I'd actually keep the Train Stewards, weirdly enough. I want to get rid of these cards that clog up the deck, because the Train Stewards, I can play them and then they're gone. +6. They're gonna do a lot of damage, but you know, our tank floor is what we're relying on to kill all these units. We're also relying on the sweep unit, so we want to build middle, and we got very good draw. Like, we actually got absurdly good draw. We can't put the Morsel Maker down, but we can still put out Shades. We can play this next turn. Right now, I would rather get a single Morsel. So we actually discarded a bunch of good stuff, but that was still a very good turn. And now all of a sudden, we're taking no damage. We're stacking up the strength here. Dun 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 dun. And I think I'm just gonna stack you up more. I actually don't want to Glimmer because I want you to get the kills and get buffed up. However, I also want to kill these units as quickly as possible. So we're gonna do this, and then I will give you 1 spell shield. They do have a lot of attack, but we're quick, so it's actually quite easy for us to get the kills here. You're dead, you're taking 2 damage? 12, 13, 14, 16. Not enough to kill ya. Now you're taking 42. Now you're taking 50. All right, that's better. Dun, 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 dun. Put a train steward up there. I think we've got you at the top now. Barely, but we do have you at the top. So we want you to get buffed. We have room for a packed morsel. Pack lunch. Give you a... Give you lifesteal? And you have 2 damage shield. Might as well give you more damage shield. I don't know. Give you another morsel. Give me more. Draw next turn. End turn. It's all going quite well. You know, our big sweeper is now 18. Getting stronger. We finally got back around to our morsel maker, which is what we wanted. Excavation eruption is just like totally unplayable all the time, but that's okay. Add more spikes. Add more damage with the sweeper. This might be a turn to play the Glimmer, because I do not want this guy to live. He's gonna make it up with how much health? 66. We do not do 66 damage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Glimmer. We're gonna Glimmer. We're gonna Restore. We're gonna Restore. We're gonna start stacking up this regen. Well, it's free. Sure. 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 We have like 4 damage shield, which is very bad against this boss, but... So we don't really want the sweep unit to get hit, however... Maybe we can do more damage, just get a Shade Splitter out there. Plus 3 health. I think actually a Train Steward is better. 427, so the Train Steward is living for 5 turns. Plus 3 health, doesn't matter. Because we'll lose... We do like an extra 42 damage, but we lose 4 damage per attack on the sweeper. I think it's kind of like a wash, honestly. The boss isn't dead, but they're gonna die on the top. So what do we need? What do we need? I think if we could get something that stacks up even more regen, we'd be super, super happy. You know, the sap consume bottle, that would be great. Difficult to find with all the cards having been unlocked, but maybe we can get it. Store 1 health, gain 1 energy, draw 1 card next turn. If only this energy rolled over. Draw 1, enhance the drawn card to cost 0. If the card already costs 0, we don't care. Draw 3 next turn. I mean, good, but we need energy to play the cards. Maybe the next thing we want to get is energy, honestly. Because we already draw cards. See, I think we will go energy next turn, or next, you know, boss fight. Engraft might be playable. Ember Forge, Ember Cache, Excavation Eruption. I don't think we need an Ember Forge. I mean, we do need the extra energy, but where the heck are we gonna play it? It's too big. He's just too big. And Ember Cache, I think, is too slow. So I think we skip this as well. Interesting, interesting. The Dirty Monk, hello, welcome. I am doing fine today. Hope you're doing fine as well. This is such an interesting game. I like its design and everything. It is a very enjoyable game to play. Free artifact, upgrade units. Oh my God. This is like literally the wrong thing. I don't want these. I want, you know, your healing spells are better. But I suppose we can just heal our pyre by 40. Multi-strike 1. That's really good on the shell. And now we actually kind of have a unit that can do a lot of damage. I enjoy that. I think we'll buff the health of the Edge Prior. We could reroll. It's gonna be hard to purchase anything if it's like 1 something, but let's do this first. Plus 25 health, plus 10 health and Heartless. No! Pyre kills unit, restore 5. Let's make you much beefier. I did want health on this guy, so this is a good way of getting it. If we get large stone, what are we gonna make large? Edge Prior? You can fit on the floor with the champion. Sweep units will kill the Edge Prior, but F it. Endless. An endless Edge Prior is interesting, but I also think just making him survive a sweep attack and do damage is fine. So we made all of our important units buffed up. I think that's acceptable. Scourge. And we need energy out of this because we have card draw with the first artifact that we had taken. Scourge. I really started with this. What was the other artifact option? I already forgot. I think we're gonna let the Pyre take some damage so we can get the Crucible Collector and the Morsel Maker out immediately. Kind of sucks a little bit, but I do want... I want our important units out as quickly as possible. As quickly as possible. Now I can dump this. I can put you here. I'll actually put you in front of him. Restore means we're getting a whole bunch of kills. Unpack some more skulls. And oh look, we can put things up here. I need to buff your attack. And I don't want you in my deck. We need some additional units. We do have train stewards, but we need another floor worth of units. This is 1 floor. This is 1 floor. We need another floor to put stuff. They're already dead, but an extra turn of regen is nice. At capacity, if we play the Prism Stone, or Space Prism up here, we can play another Morsel. But if we put it down here, we can also play Morsels. Just get Shadow Siege. I guess if I do need additional damage, that's one way of doing it. Shadow Siege plus, you know, times 2 multi-strike attack. He is Umbra, isn't he? Yeah. I actually think you sharpen you, because we want the multi-strike. Once we buff the Shattered Shell, they're really freaking good. Like, really, really good. I mean, right now we're actually killing all these units. He's doing, you know, 70 damage on his own, soon to be like 40. Can't put you there, doesn't matter if we put you there. Put you there, draw some cards, Glimmer's free, don't want to play it because we don't want to kill units. Yeah, energy is a big problem right now. We do need to heal. Champion's getting a little low, so let's get some of these engrafts out here. Look, we need the heal. We can buff his damage on our own, we still need the healing. I'm not gonna play that though. I'd rather have the extra damage from the unit in the back. I mean, he's currently doing nearly 100 damage to all units. This is what we need. We just need this earlier. We need it to get here faster. I hate that I actually do not have the energy for both of these. So we're guaranteed to take 5 pyre damage. Can stack up a little more regen. Oh boy, more energy next turn. I mean, the energy is nice, don't get me wrong. You know what, we can play another regen because you're quick, so it doesn't matter if the edge prior is at the front. There you go. Fredacula says, that run yesterday where you had 2 Shadow Sieges and you just barely couldn't play them was funny but dumb. Also goes to show why maybe you shouldn't rely on freaking Shadow Sieges, but still, it was pretty funny, wasn't it? Dude, just die. Thank you. Also, not quite there, almost. You're dead. You didn't even make it past our bottom floor. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. We had 1 health left on this unit when they killed the boss, but we still did it. We took 11 damage, but... Now, spreading spores is kind of what I want. The problem is, spreading spores counts the regen and the spikes as a buff and a debuff for the Seraph. Well, it's actually 2 buffs, but still. So spreading spores is great, except we don't want to play it on Seraph. Go figure. The cycle of life is good for spikes and health, but again, it counts as a buff for Seraph, so I'm kind of like, skip. We'll go energy, we have card draw, we already took capacity. Still think we need like a big heavy hitting unit, we just need to find one. Artifacts? A free artifact or card removal duplication? I'll be honest, duplicating another Crucible Collector kinda gets us where I want us. We could also double up on a Shattered Shell. So I gotta think for a minute. Do we want 45 damage once, or 26 damage once? If we can get additional kills with Shattered Shell. We might just want to take him so that we can play him on turn 1. Like, duplicate Shattered Shell so we can play him. In theory, we could also put him on the same floor as Crucible Collector if we draw the turns correctly. Yeah, I mean, that does work. If we play Shattered Shell on the floor of Crucible Collector, then that's still 26 damage every turn on the top floor. And then by duplicating this card, we have 2 opportunities to draw it quickly. Kinda like that. Kinda like that. We still need to remove cards, so I do like the left path. Maybe we'll remove... maybe 1 Prismal Dust. I'm not playing these cards, unfortunately. Maybe we'll keep it. They exhaust. Get rid of Train Steward. And then duplicate... I actually like this. Doubles the chance of drawing him. When we draw him, we can play him on the floor of Crucible Collector, and he's a backup unit that does AoE on the top floor. Even if he doesn't get kills, it's still 26 damage every turn that he's up there. We can buff him if we need to get kills, but ideally we'd be buffing the bottom floor. I actually like this. I really like this idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I like it. Now, deal 60 damage. I think this is how we're going to be killing units. Especially the big heavy ones. I don't care if units appear on each floor. Ember Drain sucks ass, but that's why we have the extra energy. What we could have done... no, we actually couldn't have. I was thinking in my head, we could have taken the draw champion at the beginning of the game, but we with the Seraph that we have, but we actually didn't. We had spikes as our secondary option, I think, so... -1 capacity here. So, Sentient on the bottom. Well, I mean, that is kind of what we want, isn't it? Crucible Collector at the top, that is kind of what we want, isn't it? It's actually a fine turn, because we can kill him before he does anything. And we actually did get the energy for Shattered Shell, which is perfect. Believe it or not, I think what I'm gonna do is play Shattered Shell up here, because now we're killing all these units, and we'll save a position behind our champion for another Shattered Shell. Ultimately, this Crucible Collector is our unit that's getting all the... It's killing the boss, ideally. Well, not ideally. I guess ideally you're going to do it, but if we need someone to kill the boss, it's you. So having a Shattered Shell up here is not that bad. Do you play quick? You might. Deal 5 damage to the front enemy unit. It saves 20 damage by playing Wildwood Tome. I can't kill you, but we're getting 400 gold from this anyways. I think we're okay. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. We could have played, you know, a unit up here, but I think you don't do that. You need to get played. Do you play quick at the top? I think you play quick at the top. I really do. Saves a bunch of damage. We don't get to play Sharpen, but that's still pretty good. And I also really like this turn. We're probably not gonna be able to play Excavation Eruption. Well, no, we can play it here and immediately get our refund. Although if we wait, no, you're not getting a kill. It's not gonna kill you. This'll kill you. And you're making it up, and then you're gonna die up here. That's fine with me. We're gonna be Ember Drained next turn, but that's kind of okay. This is the Trample boss, isn't it? Can't stack anything up there anyway, so you know what? Let's give you +5/+5. Damage shield will keep you alive. Here, I mean, you might as well put the morsels down, I think. We're gonna be putting down a Train Steward. We're not done yet. We still got more to do, huh? Dun 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 dun. You not being quick means I think we want the Edge Prior in the back. Capacity is at limit here, so we'll play this here. Enhance unit with +3/+3. I'll be honest, I think you just played at the top. I think you make your top unit as good as they can possibly be. And the bottom floor is kind of just here to weaken the enemies as they go up the floor. I mean, that's pretty good. We're gonna have no energy, but we're just stacking up the top floor for the boss fight. And now you do have lifesteal. The problem is what you do not have is a method of living through the boss attack. So we're gonna play Prismal Dust on you so you do live through the boss attack for 1 turn until your lifesteal activates. We have 2 of them in hand. We could just play Focused Growth on you. Hands with +4 spikes. Store 1 energy. Okay, this gives us 2 energy. This can be played. This means you're living. Okay. I thought you did 28, you do 26. We still need that damage shield up there, though. Restores are free. 495. You're taking 500 damage. Which honestly is, like, good enough for me. I don't know, do that. You're still taking 500. We can do 80 damage or draw 2 more cards next turn. Well, drawing heals doesn't really do much for us, so let's do 80 damage. And give us more energy, dude. You're just the worst Train Steward. I can make you live for 1 turn, but that's it. Well, actually, I can make you live for like 5 turns, which is honestly better than I thought. Restore health, draw 1 more card next turn. It's a refund. You're gonna do 35 damage? Honestly? Thanks. Now you're dead. End turn. So that 10 turn of lifesteal combined with a 60 damage, second position unit was pretty good. We took 30, which is not ideal, but at 113 health, I think we got enough to be happy. We want Awake. We want to make this card 2 and hold over. Shroud Mitosis, create 3 copies of a morsel. I mean, we can basically play this every turn. It's not that good. Damage shield. Our sweep unit's going to be getting enough kills. I don't think we need Shroud Mitosis, but it does help buff the lifesteal on the Crucible Collector quickly. I might not make it hold over, although if we do, we can duplicate the morsels at the top every turn. But yeah, we want left path for spells. Units are fine. When a card with Consume is played, deal 30 damage to the front enemy unit. Nothing consumes, except for 3 cards? Or 5. Gorge abilities trigger an additional time. Yes, please. +2 capacity on the middle floor. Having all of your buff tank stuff in the middle is nice, but I'm just gonna reroll. Spells getting an upgraded slot is also real nice, but we're not gonna have the money to take advantage of this, in all likelihood. Let's see what our spell upgrade is, though. Hold over on a free sharpen. We could make holdover. Hold on, 115, 60, and then 50. So that's 225? $225. There's no way we can afford holdover and then 2 energy reductions on Awake. We still want Awake to be holdover in 1, though. Well, hello, welcome, Lady Aranea. Lady A. Hello, welcome to the stream. What I like about Double Gorge is that it means that the Crucible Collector will get double lifesteal. This is the only unit that's going to benefit, I think, because eating a morsel is not gorge. The morsels don't have gorge. The morsels have when eaten. It's different than gorge. This is the only thing that double gorge is going to hit. It's going to hit lifesteal too. Stacking up the lifesteal is nice, but Seraph does remove half stacks. So I think we don't take that trinket. I already rerolled it, so why am I even considering it as an option? No, I already took it. Oh, I shouldn't have taken it. Now that I've considered it, it's like, hey, this is not that important. Spells get an extra upgrade slot, 225. Holdover. Restoring 30 health is pretty good. It's gonna cost 1. Plus 20 magic power in Consume. Remove Consume, cost more. Something costs less. Like a free sharpen. I think I messed it up a little bit. Let's remove a couple of cards. Honestly, a Train Steward in the middle floor is like, okay. I think we just remove the shades. And then plus 20 magic power Consume. Might as well put that on a Restore. Remove Consume, cost 1 more. I mean, we could put that on the Tome. So that we can make multiple units quick. I don't think we need to, though. Like, multiple sweep units quick is fine. Saves us a lot of damage, but we have a lot of healing every turn, and we can get kills by playing all of our restores to take less damage. But you know what? I'll upgrade the book, why not? It'll cost 2, but it's still worth holding on to and playing. And it's permafrosted, so if I don't have the energy, I can just save it. Alright, how is this gonna work? I don't know. I regret taking the head, though. The fossilized fangs. I should have saved my money on that, because after thinking about it for a second, the only thing this affects is the stacks of lifesteal that we gain on Crucible Collector. That's it. So if we could have saved the money, then we could have gotten an extra spell slot on spells, we could have done a little bit more upgrading, made a super spell that was really easy to play, etc, etc. It's still not that bad, but I think we could have done it a lot better. So we need to play the stone up here. If we play the Space Prism up here, then we can play Shattered Shell and the Morsel Maker. Just keep that in mind. Shattered Shell down here, buff them up. You do not sweep, but you do harvest. So we're gonna put a couple of Morsels up here. And I'd rather not put any in the middle floor, so I'm actually just not gonna play this one. You sweep. You're a bit of a problem. This is the turn I wanted, though. Except I don't have access to the Space Prism. But we're gonna draw it pretty quickly anyways, so I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. Everything down here is dying. And you know what? Just give me... you're making it up to the pyre, which is super unfortunate. Just give me the damage shield. Okay, that's fine. Quick, we're gonna play on the bottom floor right now. We'll play the Morsel Maker when they come back around. We don't need to worry about stacking up the lifesteal now because of the Seraph. The Seraph is gonna be removing the stacks pretty quickly anyways. We actually might not play Quick now because it's only blocking 15 damage, but we need to stack up damage ourselves. So I'm kind of thinking... you don't play this. The regen is nice, but we need to get Edge Prior out to make these cards cheaper anyways. So let's actually just play... That was an expensive spell, wasn't it? I guess I only had 2 energy out of the Ember Drain. Is that what happened there? I don't know. I'm kind of a little surprised. So Space Prism has to go at the top. Edge Prior goes on this floor. We'll put them in front of our important unit. All of a sudden, we can play the Book of Quickness. All of a sudden, we can play Restore. And a Glimmer. And, a Restore. Now you're dead. To the Quick unit. No. Now you're dying to the Quick unit. +4 attack and 4 spikes. I'm gonna put this up here because I want to get a kill on these units when they move up. We will at least kill one for certain. Well, I guess you're killing the one there, huh? Let's buff. Yeah, we can play everything for free at the bottom. So play you. Play you. Got some draw, +4 attack, and spikes. We're gonna be buffing up the top floor as our final floor, so that's what we're gonna do there. Glimmer is good, but I do not want to overkill these light wings. I want to get the kills with the Shattered Shell. So we're just gonna play those and save the Glimmer. We didn't have the energy for the top floor. It doesn't matter, we actually just barely got a kill up here anyways. I wasn't paying attention, but we got enough. So the Morsel Maker can finally come out. You're actually gonna tank for the Shattered Shell. Again, don't want to play the Glimmer. You don't need to kill you. Might as well dump it from the deck. And, I mean, we got a good card as a result. You're healing as soon as you attack something anyways. Might as well heal you a little bit. We're not using a single floor here. We're not using the middle floor at all. But with the AoE from the Shattered Shell, we're making very good progress on this fight. Things are not getting past us at all. So, we'll play the Tome later. No, we'll play the Tome first, because it's important that you get the kills. And we have plenty of energy to play everything else at the bottom. So we'll keep buffing your attack. Buff your regen. Buff your attack. Draw 1 next turn. Draw 2 next turn. Buff your regen. End turn. Final wave. So now we can go all out with regen and it won't get removed. And we can go all out with lifesteal stacks. It is still worth having this Fossilized Fangs, by the way, because we're gonna get this turn, the next turn, and the next turn. We're gonna get 3 turns of guaranteed no buff removal. Which means with these 2 auto morsels, we're gonna get, well, we're gonna get a lot more now. But with 2, 4, 6 guaranteed morsels, that's 12 guaranteed stacks of lifesteal, which is 12 guaranteed turns of not dying. That's why that's pretty good, in case you were curious. So, like, I think we're gonna be just fine. All of these are free. We can play literally everything, I think. Do we want attack or health? We want attack, which is the left one. Then we want to store, awake. We don't need to make any other units quick. In fact, it's a negative to make other units quick. We want Shattered Shells to get the kill because they have a buff to death. A buff to death. Do we even Glimmer? I think we do, honestly, because we do 60 damage when we attack. So give me the Glimmer. I don't think it matters what order we do this in. We actually did do less damage. We went from 980 to 916. However, there's another 60. There's another 60. Now you're taking 931, and you're getting hit for 80. Should have had a Shadow Siege in the middle. If only I could have. If only I could have found a Shadow Siege in the middle. Regen 4 literally doesn't matter, because it cannot keep you alive better than 11 stacks of lifesteal can. So I'm gonna hit you. I'll damage you, and end turn. We're taking no damage and you're dying. Gotta love it. By the way, now, how much lifesteal are we gonna have? We're at 15 and we're gonna add another 8. So for the next 22 turns, we can take no damage. I mean, this is why I love Crucible Collector. And I think he's like the strongest Umbra unit in the game. I mean, Shadow Siege is really good, but when this guy can literally handle a boss on his own, you kind of love him. I cannot count the number of times that Crucible Collector has saved my run. And I know that there's the other Crucible guy who has damage shield, but the damage shield runs out 3 times as fast on Seraph because it's multi-strike. You want to have single strike lifesteal because that's 1 lifesteal equals 1 turn. So whenever I'm playing Umbra, that's kind of why I just always take him. Because he's like the most powerful unit in the game, kind of. So there we go. Rank 22 victory. Awoken Umbra. I think we already had an Awoken Umbra victory. 3 win streak feels very nice. Total Awoken wins 9. Suck it, Nan. And there we go. There's our run. The Fossilized Fangs, we didn't need to take it. We could have taken better spells, or spells had another upgrade slot, not taken this, and then upgraded spells more. That would have been nice. But really, the only thing we're doing in that situation is spending energy to get like better holdover on +3 attack, +3 health, the steel enhancer, you know, making a better sharpen and making it holdover, and then playing that every turn on your shattered shells. That extra attack does matter, but admittedly, by playing Crucible Collector on the top, it's a guaranteed extra 12 lifesteal. It would have been 6, so we doubled the amount of lifesteal that was guaranteed to come out on the Seraph fight. So it was still worth it because you double the amount of time that unit can stay alive tanking. So I don't feel bad about buying this, but it would have been maybe a little bit more interesting to take the reroll and then maybe try to build some better spells. It's been a while since I've had the ability to add, you know, 3 upgrades per spell or unit because everything just costs way too much. You know, Covenant rank 16 purges more, 18 merchant goods cost more, 11 reroll costs more. Everything just costs way too much now to really buy everything you want from a shop. I mean, when you're doing all the trials and you're still going to your shops and being like, well, I'm gonna spend a little bit of cash and not buy all the options, it feels a little bit bad. You got to consider what you're buying a little bit more. Anyway, still a good run. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.